Wilmington, North Carolina, Leanna Kay. A foul from Virtius, Julia Brusek. A freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio, Alexis Shulman. A junior from Altoona, Pennsylvania, number 50, Weaver. A sophomore from Buchanan, Ohio, Kiki Hockman. A freshman from Newport, Ontario, Charlotte Raymond. A sophomore from Portland, Ohio, Sarah Dubnik. A freshman from Colorado Springs, Colorado, Amelia York. A fifth year from Rochester, New York, Marina Delvecchio. A senior from Sparks, Nevada, Aldina Gisotto.
Oh, that's a rough.
A senior from Grand Island, New York, Maya Pecoraro.
Aldina.
A sophomore from Silver Spring, Maryland, Ellie Waddle. A senior from Phoenix, New York, Moreno, Albert Bordier. A freshman from Derby, New York, Emma Langdon. A sophomore from Cedarville, Ohio, Claire Wood.
Tal just keeps going.
A sophomore from Wentzville, Ohio, Grace Bryles. A fifth year from Haverhill, Massachusetts, Mary Moreno. And a freshman from Westview, New Jersey, Shannon Gibbs. Brockport is led by number Renee Lessons, including Caleb Curtis and Becca Ring. Next up will be our visitor from SUNY, Cortland. New Jersey, Alexa Weber. A junior from Mandan, New York, Riley Fishkin. The senior captain from South Dakota, New York, Brianna Adams. A sophomore from Buffalo, New York, Amy Hamilton. A sophomore from West Virginia, Victoria Cave. A sophomore from Dubai, Rory Allen. A senior from Potomac, Maryland, Gabrielle Manwell. Texas, Colin Atkins. A junior from Fairport, New York, Tessa Sutton. A sophomore from Manhattan, Pennsylvania, Kylie Brown. A sophomore from East Brunswick, New Jersey, Catherine Swede. A sophomore from Orlando, Florida, Annabelle English. A senior from Morgantown, West Virginia, Ava Morano. A junior from Clay, New York, Marissa Frederick. And a sophomore from Dixville, New York, Taylor Goldstein. City Cortland is led by head coach Salika Modi. And now let's meet your Westchester University Gold Leaders. A coming from New Jersey, Riley Carolina. A female from Brockport, Massachusetts, Melody Marshall. A sophomore from Hillsville, Virginia, Anna Shelton. A fifth year from Buffalo, Maryland, Chloe McFarland. A sophomore from Allentown, Pennsylvania, Leanna Schultz. A junior from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Anna Lacey. A senior from Fortsville, Maryland, Caitlin Allen. A freshman from Deepwater, Washington, Hannah Elkins. A freshman from Bradenton, Florida, Grace Kelly. A senior from Cincinnati, Ohio, Christina Rodriguez. A senior from Watertown, Massachusetts, Bridget Sullivan. A freshman from Glendale, Pennsylvania, Caitlin McGinn. A sophomore from Watertown, Pennsylvania, Doreen Gruber. A senior from Ashburn, Virginia, Caroline Cascadden. A senior from Bowie, Maryland, Jordan Coleman. A junior from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Sarah Askew. A junior from Canal, Virginia, Juana Rodriguez. A freshman from Phoenix, Arizona, Maddie Espinoza. A senior from Kingston, New Hampshire, Shannon Carroll. A sophomore from Bayshore, New York, Catherine Lyden. from Fort Myers, Florida, Kara Vargo. The global name of the head coach, Barbara Cordova, assisted by Stephanie Stevens, just to meet the Richard Pierce from National River. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I will turn it over to assistant coach Stephanie Stevens for a few words about today's meet.
Megan was tragically killed in a freak motorcycle accident last September, just 5 days before her 30th birthday. Megan was a member of WC Gymnastics from 2012 to 2016. She broke the uneven bar record 5 times during her career at WCU. At Nationals during her senior year, she broke it one last time, scoring a 98.75, which sent her to event finals and earned her All-American status. She held that record for 8 years, all the way up until just last season. Megan was an amazing gymnast, teammate, teacher, and friend, but to me she was even more than that. Meg was family, and always will be. This is the newest member of my family. Our daughter, Randy Megan, was born September 6th on her Auntie Meg's 31st birthday. So it really feels like we have a piece of her back. Last year we set up a scholarship in Megan's name to be given out at the end of each season. The scholarship is funded completely by donations, so a huge thank you to all that have donated so far. If you'd like to consider a donation of any amount, we will be very grateful. Donations are being collected via Venmo. There are QR codes posted throughout the gym and on the front table. Thank you again to Megan's mom, Deb, sister Amber, nieces Ava and Sloan, and nephew Carter for being here today. We love you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the time we ask that you rise and get ready. Gentlemen, remove your caps and please lift up your voice, followed by the national anthem.
All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Westchester University Gymnastics home opener and alumni meet. Today, the Golden Rams will be facing off against the Brockport Golden Eagles and the Cortland Red Dragons in a tri-meet. My name is Tiara DeTommaso. I'm a Golden Ram alumni from the class of 2023, and I am so honored to be here with you all today. Let's take a quick look at our competition order. So as you'll see, in rotation 1, we'll have Westchester on vault, Cortland on the uneven bars, and Brockport on the floor exercise. All teams will be moving in Olympic order. So starting on vault, the home team, the Golden Rams, they're led by head coach Barbara Cordova in her 17th season at WCU and WCGA Region 7 Coach of the Year in 2024. Alongside her is assistant coach Stephanie Stevens, who's in her 8th season at WCU, and she was awarded GEC Assistant Coach of the Year in 2024. Both Stevens and Cordova are alumni of the WCU gymnastics team and continue to foster the environment that they both fell in love with as gymnasts during their careers. Still feeling their excitement from the 2024 season, where the Rams advanced to USAG Collegiate Team Finals for the first time in program history, and now 1 month into the 2025 season, the Rams are looking to build upon their past performances and create some momentum to improve as season progresses. As you can see, they currently have an average score of a 190.438 and a season high of a 191.775. Starting on bars today is going to be the Cortland Red Dragons. Head coach Suleika Zog is in her 6th season with Cortland and will be leading the Red Dragons. She is a former Cortland gymnast herself who had a very successful career during her time on the team, which earned her an induction into the Division III Hall of Fame. Zog was named Regional and National Head Coach of the Year for Division III in 2024. She is assisted by Nicole Jackson, a former SUNY Brockport gymnast with 2 All-American vault titles to her name. Cortland is coming off a very exciting season in 2024, where they placed second at regionals and earned a place at D3 Nationals for the first time in 6 years. Fueled by their hype and passion for the sport, they promote themselves and always have a supportive, fun, and positive atmosphere at practice and meets. Currently, they have an average score of a 187.783 and a high score of a 189.025. And with big goals to qualify to NCAA Nationals once again, they're going to aim to capitalize on this meet today. Starting on floor is going to be the Brockport Golden Eagles. They're under the guidance of head coach Renee List, who's in her 4th season with the team. List is a former Penn State gymnast with over 30-plus years of experience in NCAA coaching. She's assisted by Michaela Curtis, a former NCAA gymnast at the University of Nebraska, who is in her 2nd season at Brockport. In the 2024 season, the Golden Eagles won their 4th consecutive NCGA East Regional Championship and placed 4th at NCGA Nationals. Brockport is coming into the meet today with an unblemished record for the 2025 season, with 3 dual meet wins earning them an average score of a 190.15 and a season high of a 192.925. Before we start this rotation, I'm just going to quickly speak on behalf of the WCU gymnastics team as a whole and thank all of the amazing alumni that have been a part of this program. It is because of you that the team is able to continue to break barriers and accomplish greatness. And in addition, we want to take a moment just to honor a very special person to the Golden Ram community that we lost in September 2023. Megan Brannon was a member of WCU Gymnastics from 2012 to 2016. She broke the uneven bar record 5 times during her career at WCU, and at Nationals her senior year, she broke it one final time, scoring a 9.875, which led her to event finals and earned her All-American status. She held that record for 8 years, all the way up until last season. Last year, WCU Gymnastics set up a scholarship in Megan's name to be given out at the end of each season. This scholarship is funded completely by donations, so a huge thank you to all that have donated so far. If you would like to consider a donation of any amount, we would be very grateful. Donations are being collected via Venmo. You can scan the QR code on the graphic, you can find it on WCU Gymnastics social media, or you can just type MJB donation into Venmo. And lastly, we would like to thank our sponsor, Synergy Gymnastics, for their ongoing support and helping make this event possible. Again, I am so excited to watch some gymnastics with you all today. We should be winding down warm-ups shortly here to begin the competition.
The 4-minute touch is now complete.
So again, quick gymnastics overview. Teams will put up 6 to compete. They're going to count the top 5 scores. And in this meet today, they are allowing up to 2 exhibition gymnasts on each event. So teams can put up either 0, 1, or 2 people after everyone competes. And they're also going to receive a score, but it's not going to count towards the team's score. Starting on vault, we're going to have Bridget Sullivan. On bars for Cortland is going to be Nina English. And on floor for Brockport is going to be Callie. Went for that stick there on vault. A little bit short, but a great start for Westchester. And that was Nina on bars. Again, they were super excited to put her into lineup today. A beautiful combo pass to start on floor. That was a front layout, front full twist. Brockport is coming off a huge floor rotation last weekend where they scored a 49.025, so I'm really excited to see what they're going to bring to the table today. Great start on floor for Brockport. Pause here, but you'll hear all of the teams cheering on their next gymnast, trying to keep that energy up. Bridget Sullivan's score came in. She earned a 9.275 on vault. Up next is going to be Kara Vargo for A nice clean Yurchenko layout for Kara there on vault. Up here on bars for Cortland, we have Taylor Goldstein. She's going to open up with a huge Delchev release. Absolutely gorgeous. In a pike too. That is extremely difficult to do. And upcoming, she has a brand new dismount combination. That was a swing half, double back dismount, and finished it up. On floor, this is Shannon Gibbs. Front lay, front full. A lot of front twisters in this floor lineup. She did a round off layout step out there. You always need a forward element and at least a single backward element in a floor routine. So if she's gonna do other tumbling passes that are all forwards, that round off layout step out is gonna fulfill that requirement and make sure that she is up to level on floor. Was a front handspring double twist on floor. E-tumbling pass, extremely difficult. Up on vault, this is 5th year grad student Lily McFarland. That was a great vault for Lily. She did a Yurchenko tuck full. She did not compete vault last weekend, so seeing her back in the vault lineup is absolutely amazing and just nailing that vault. All right, up next on floor, this is gonna be Maya for Brockport. Lily McFarland with a 9.65. That is a great score for her. And next we have freshman Riley Harada, and she's gonna be doing a Yurchenko full twist. Maya with a good start to her floor routine there with that first tumbling pass. Here goes Riley. And great vault, Yurchenko full. Single step back, but nice and controlled. That is what we are looking for if you cannot get that stick. Double back on floor, nice clean landing. And Riley Harada in with a 9.7 on vault. That is just what Westchester wants. They really want to capitalize on those higher start value vaults that they are putting into the lineup, like Lily McFarland's Yurchenko tuck full and Riley's Yurchenko layout full. And Kiana Wong on bars for Cortland. She had a little bit of a mistake there during her combination. She did a ganger straight to a shoot over, but she really wrapped it up great. She nailed that stick on the dismount. That is exactly what you want to see. Even if there's a mistake somewhere in the beginning of the routine, you want to try as hard as you can to wrap it up and stay as clean throughout the finish, because you never know if your routine is going to need to be counted or not. Brockport really bringing the energy on floor right now. I love watching all of the teammates on the sideline dance along to whoever's on the floor. That was a whip half Rudy. Difficult combination there. She nailed it. Very impressive. On vault, that was McCarthy Keene with a Yurchenko layout for Westchester. McCarthy did not vault her first 2 years at Westchester, and this season she just decided, I guess she wanted to vault again, or maybe her body was finally ready to allow more impact. But it's really great to see her break into the lineup and be able to contribute on an event she wasn't training the past 2 years. All right, on bars, this is senior Rihanna Adams. She is also team captain and a prior All-American on this event. So we're hoping that she can put the team back on track. Great combination, another ganger straight to shoot over, very difficult. And a beautiful dismount, another one of those swing half, double back combinations. And Corinne Gruber wrapping up on vault for Westchester in the anchor position with a stuck Yurchenko layout. On floor for Brockport, this is Emma Brookins. She is only a freshman, but she's already competing in the all-around for Brockport. That was a gorgeous combination pass, 1.5 front layout. And wrapping up her routine with a Rudy. Very high energy. That was a great routine. Westchester going to be exhibitioning someone on vault today. This is Kat Keener. with a Yurchenko layout. And Cortland on bars with another Ganger shoot-over combination. Very nice. That was a huge Ganger. Very interesting dismount there. The combination into the double back. I haven't seen that before. That was very cool. And on floor for Brockport, their anchor, this is Tiara DeTommaso. Opened up with a great round-off double back. She earned a career high last weekend of a 9.9, and she is a two-time Specialist of the Week this season alone in the NCAA East. With a hit routine, she should be able to put up a huge score for Brockport. And that was a great routine for Brockport. I am sure it's going to score extremely well. And this is Cortland's anchor, Autumn. She has a big double layout dismount coming up. And she held on to that stick. Tiara DeTommaso, again, we said that was going to be a huge score, and it was. She brought in a 9.8 in her anchor spot for Brockport on floor. Way too much power there on her first tumbling pass. This is Claire Wood for Brockport, but honestly, too much power is a great problem to have. That was a Popa jump combination. Second tumbling pass here. Round off 1.5 punch front. Again, we were talking about requirements before, and I mentioned you need to have a forward skill and a backward skill. Another requirement that you do need is a combination pass. This is a pass like the one that she just performed. 1.5 punch front tuck, 2 consecutive different saltos in the same tumbling pass. Or another example of a combination pass would be a punch front tuck through to a round off back handspring double back, which we will see later in this competition. Cortland really bringing it in with the ganger straight to the shoot over. This is Gabrielle. and a beautiful double twist dismount. I love seeing interesting dismounts, and you don't see a lot of twisting dismounts off of bars, and when they're executed well, they are just beautiful to watch. We have one more exhibition for Brockport on floor. Forgive me if I pronounce this incorrectly, but Aladiana. And she is a senior for Brockport. Opened up with a front handspring, double twist. Again, E element, extremely difficult. And on bars here for Cortland, this is Ava. That was a straddle back there. She's also a senior for Cortland. And another double layout dismount. Great routine to wrap up the bar rotation. And Aladiana on floor, she wrapped up her routine with a Rudy and a great finish to this first rotation. All right. So wrapping up that rotation, it looks like Westchester earned a 47.675 on vault. Cortland earned a 46.5 on the uneven bars, and Brockport coming in with a 48.725 on floor exercise. That was a great first rotation. We saw a lot of big gymnastics. On vault, again, Lily McFarland and Riley Harada both put up amazing vaults. On the uneven bars, a couple hiccups here and there, but they wrapped it up well. And floor exercise, Not quite as high of a score as last weekend where they got that 49.025, but a 48.725 isn't that far off and is still an absolutely amazing score and a great start. All of these teams are going to want to keep building throughout the rest of this meet and just carry on that energy into their next rotations.
Getting kinda late, but the ladies want some more. Oh my, good Lord, tell them drink some. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They don't need Jack Daniels.
All right, it looks like we are wrapping up the 2-minute transition before the 4-minute touch period begins. This rotation, we're moving in Olympic order, so Westchester is going to move to the uneven bars, Cortland is moving to the balance beam, and Brockport is moving to vault.
The 4-minute touch begins now.
And the 4-minute touch is starting.
The scores after the first rotation has Cornell in third at 46.50, Westchester in second 47.675, and SUNY Brockport in fourth at 48.725.
Talk a little bit about the 4-minute touch. So gymnastics meets, before people start showing up to watch the event, the gymnasts go around and they do, well, first they start with their open stretch, and then after that they go around and they get 15 minutes to warm up on each event. During this time, they can normally take they have more leniency, they can take more turns, they get just 15 minutes, do whatever they want, and then after that wraps up, they get changed into their competition Leos, they do some cheers, some chants, get hyped for the meet, march out, and then after they march out, or when they're switching from event to event, they have a 2-minute transition period, so they get 2 minutes where they're not allowed to be on the equipment. It's just getting from point A to point B, wherever they need to be next. And then they get this 4-minute touch period. And during this 4-minute touch, they do whatever they need to do to be ready to compete their routine. This is different for every single person. On vault, you might see some people doing timers, you might see some people flipping, maybe they want to do their actual vault before they compete it. It just depends how many turns can you get in, what do you need to do to be ready. I am not sure if these Brockport Leos are new, but I like them a lot. I couldn't see them as well when they were on floor, but now that they're on vault, they're a little bit closer to the camera. I think that they are very cool, very interesting. I like the back. I also like this girl on Cortland's team who has red dragon slippers. Those are very fun. Their mascot is the red dragon, so extremely fitting. And then Westchester, they're wearing their yellow t-shirts for Megan. Again, if you would like to donate, we would be extremely thankful. The QR code is on the bottom of the screen, or you can just go to Venmo. Any donation amount we are super grateful for. We only have a few more seconds here in this 4-minute touch. And then it is time for the competition. Westchester on bars is definitely just looking to be consistent, hit those routines, and stay as clean as possible. This is more of the time of the season when you start aiming for those handstands and those stuck landings. You've got a couple meets under your belt. You're starting to feel more comfortable going for those more complicated things. And Cortland on beam, they're really looking to be consistent and work on their confidence. Beam is an event where you need to have so much confidence. You cannot hold back. If you hold back, you are more likely to fall. And I'm also just excited to see Brockport on vault. I know that they have some big vaults, very interesting, so excited for that. All right, here on bars for Westchester, this is Cara Vargo. She opened up with a Maloney into a shoot over. On beam there, this is Taya Graham for Cortland. She opened up with a very interesting series. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to stay on the beam, but it was very difficult. She did a front aerial, immediately connected to a back handspring layout step out. So a triple series, again, really hard to do. But she nailed that dismount, really stayed with it to the end. Back handspring, gainer full off the side. Up on vault, this is Emma for Brockport. That was a Yurchenko tuck half. Not something you see very often, so very interesting to see. Forward landings on vault are always difficult. They are blind landings, and by blind landings, we mean you can't see the floor before you land. So very hard to do, and she nailed it. Next for Westchester on bars, we're going to see Junior McCarthy Keene. She is going to open up her routine with a blind change to a Jaeger. And I'm sure she is telling herself plenty of affirmations and trying to just be confident going into this routine, probably some mental cues. There was that Jaeger, caught it, beautiful. High to low, she does a shoot over, and she's going to wrap this up. The blind full, straight into a double back. And a great finish for McCarthy. Up for Cortland on beam, this is Tessa Sutton. She is a junior transfer student from UNH. She has beautiful lines and a great flow in her routine. Another triple series, back handspring, layout, step out. Looking for a nailed routine from Tessa to get the Dragons back on track. Brockport Leanna K with a Yurchenko tuck full there on vault. Another twisting vault there. Again, higher start value than just a Yurchenko layout. And a great job from Tessa Sutton. She wrapped up with a round off 1.5 dismount. Great way to get the Dragons back on track. Now they're going to build on that momentum for the rest of the rotation. All right, starting her bar routine right now, freshman Riley Harada for Westchester. Swing half to Kachev, couldn't quite grab on and hold on to that bar out of the release. Went for that handstand there. Looking to wrap this up as clean as possible. Little step forward there on her dismount, but overall good finish. Starting her vault now, Shannon Gibbs for Brockport. Shannon is a freshman. And a souk tuck full. Twisting from a souk entry is a lot harder than it looks. It is understandable why it's less common to see than a Yurchenko entry, because it's a lot harder to get that power and continue it through the flip. So seeing a Yurchenko full twist, tuck, amazing. Anna Lee on balance beam. Looks like she's prepping here for her flight series. Back handspring layout. Bring those arms straight down. That's what you want to do. Lower your center of gravity. Get rid of any possible bobbles that might happen. She has been a fixture in the lineup this season so far for Cortland. Off there on her side aerial, that is okay. Again, just want to wrap up the routine, finish as strong as possible. Front full dismount there, good finish. Up on bars, this is Tatum. She is a freshman for Westchester. The thing that I like about this bar routine is the way, the structure, and the order that she does her skills. And a toe on front off dismount. Great job for Tatum. So typically a release move you would see being the first skill that a gymnast does, a single bar release. And instead she does it after her high to low. So you're already a little bit tired. That definitely requires a lot more stamina. And then she wraps it up with that very interesting dismount. Not something you see super often. Just great routine from Tatum. This is Tiara Hockman on vault for Brockport. Absolutely gorgeous Yurchenko layout full. It is evident why she was named Specialist of the Week 2 times already this season with that killer floor routine and that amazing vault. Not to mention that Kiara is only a sophomore. She's only in her second season of NCAA gymnastics, so she still has 2 more years to continue to improve and just score even better. Huge score from her there, 9.775, very well deserved. Marin on vault. And another huge Yurchenko layout full for Brockport. So amazing to see them closing out their rotation with 2 Yurchenko layout fulls back to back. All right, beam for Cortland. This is Anna Lee. Okay, on bars, Melina Ringus. That was a beautiful ganger. You can tell she's been working on cleaning that up, squeezing her legs together on the catch. That is something that is a common error with gangers because you are twisting in the air, so it's hard to keep your legs together. But she managed to get them together, stayed squeezed, a lot cleaner, and wrapped it up with a beautiful double layout dismount. When Melina came to Westchester, she was originally doing a Jaeger as her release move. She was finding it to be inconsistent in the gym, so over the summer before her sophomore year, she decided she was going to learn an entirely new release and came back with that ganger and was super consistent and has been a steady person in the lineup at every meet so far since she learned it. So she just needed that little change, and it made everything so much better. Up on bars for Westchester, we're going to see Jordan Coleman up next. She's going to be the anchor for the team, wrapping it up for Westchester. She is the current 2024 national champion on this event. Great combination there, very difficult. Blind change, Jaeger, immediate shoot over. Finish that blind full on top of the bar, into a double back with a stuck dismount. Great routine. Way to wrap up that rotation for Westchester. Some of the girls mimicking Jordan's salute. She always has her arms slightly out to the side instead of right up by her ears. Great fight there on that layout step out on balance beam for Gianna. Round off 1.5 dismount there. She did have a fall on her flight series, but she came back, she wrapped up the routine without any major deductions. Samantha Meadows for Cortland, staying hype before her beam routine. It's always hard when you have to wait a long time for the judges, and it also looks like we are going to have the judges converse right now. Looks like they're having a disagreement about something, either with the scores or maybe the start values for the pass routine. But hard to stay in that mentality when you're just waiting. Samantha is going to be the Cortland anchor. Following her, there's going to be 2 exhibition routines, but this is the last routine that can count towards their score for balance beam. So really aiming to nail this one and put in a good score for Cortland. She is generally consistent and has a nice flow in her beam routines with a lot of difficulty. So she has the potential. She's one of the higher scorers for the team on beam. The potential is there. She just needs that hit routine. Triple series, absolutely gorgeous. Nailed the landing. Switch leap split jump. A jump combination is a requirement on balance beam. Hat leap side aerial, couldn't stay on the beam, unfortunately. Looking to minimize deductions now. Full turn. Round off 1.5, stuck dismount. Great job minimizing the deductions there. Can hear teams cheering in the background, staying motivated, keeping the energy while they're waiting for this last rotation event to finish. Jordan Coleman, her score for that bar routine was a 9.75. We're gonna have another judges conference here. So judging in the NCAA has gotten a lot stricter this year. Last year it was found that the scoring was a little too lenient. There were a lot of 10-0s being given out that a lot of people didn't necessarily think should be 10-0s. So now they are being stricter about the judging. There are judges that are judging the judges that are judging the routines. A little confusing, but those judges are basically also judging the routines that are going on and seeing how far off the scores are that are being awarded. and they, I believe, basically give a rating to the judges, and that affects their possibility of getting other jobs and judging at other meets. So it's important that everyone's on the same page, judging fairly. So this is the first exhibition gymnast. This is senior Gabrielle Nadler. Front toss, back handspring. Forward, backward combination, difficult. Sleep, split jump, 3/4. And the dismount, punch front tuck full, beautifully stuck landing, no hesitation, not even a thought about picking up one of her feet to take a step. That is great. A little back and forth cheering action between the people in the stands and the gymnasts on the floor for Brockport. We have one more routine for this rotation. It's going to be from Riley Fishkin for Cortland on balance beam. Riley is a junior on the team. Again, these exhibition spots are great. They help see how the gymnast does under pressure. I mean, you know, your score doesn't necessarily count, but it still puts you in that competition environment, something that you can never facilitate as well in practice. You just can't emulate the crowd, you can do the loud music, but in addition to the crowd and everything else going on, it's something that you just can't do in practice when it's only your team. So putting up the exhibitioners helps them feel that pressure, get them in that environment, test to see how they would score, and it's just a great tool for the teams to use, especially early on in the season. I absolutely love that she took a huge deep breath before mounting the beam. That is going to be great to help calm the nerves, get you in that right mindset. front toss, back handspring, forward, backward combination for that flight series. And a front toss in a pike position that is worth a higher bonus than a front toss in a tuck position, excuse me. And that was a Rudy twist off of a single leg takeoff. So she kicked instead of running and punching into the Rudy. Both are extremely difficult, very hard to get a Rudy around. That was a great routine, a great wrap up for Cortland on balance beam. So, wrapping up that rotation, Brockport earned a 47.625 on vault. Again, they finished with 2 huge Yurchenko layout fulls that earned them some really high scores. On uneven bars, Westchester with a 47.4. Their last 2 gymnasts, Melina and Jordan, put up great routines with amazing dismounts. And for Cortland on balance beam, a little bit rocky, but that's okay. They earned a 45.9 with a high score from Tessa Sutton. Up next, we're going to see Brockport move into the uneven bars. Westchester is going to be on balance beam, and Cortland is going to be on the floor exercise. All right, 2-minute transition just finished, so they are starting their 4-minute touch. This is going to be a fun rotation. We're moving into the back half of the meet. We are halfway done. Brockport currently in the lead with a 96.35. Westchester following behind them with a 95.075, and Cortland with a 92.4. Westchester on beam. You could make the argument that this is their strongest event. So looking to be consistent and hit the routines that they know how to do. The interesting thing I think about their 6 that they put up for this lineup today is the first 3 are all freshmen, and then the back half of the lineup is a senior, a 5th-year student, and a 5th-year grad student. So interesting composition, starting it off with the freshmen there, and then wrapping it up with the more senior athletes. Cortland on floor. They've mentioned they love to have a floor party, and they have a lot of unique styles in their lineups and their floor routines. And some of their floor routines are choreographed by a Cortland alumni, Delaney Brown, and she always created amazing routines for herself during her career. Sophomore Victoria Cave also helped out with some of the choreography, and she choreographed her own routine. So I'm excited to see those. And then Brockport on bars. They are having a great day so far. They are looking to bring that momentum in. They are leaving the power events, leaving behind floor and vault, moving into bars and beam. Events where you still want to have that power, but you also want to remain composed. You don't want to let it get away from you. Too much power on those events can lead to mistakes. And so you want to stay more composed. You're all dancing along to the music that is playing at home, just like I am. Emulating being at the gym in person when you're unable to because you're too far away. So sad. But that's okay, because Virtius helps us feel like we're there. Was the end of our 4-minute touch, so we are going to start competing this 3rd rotation momentarily. Up first on balance beam for Westchester is going to be freshman Kat Keener. Up first on floor for Cortland is going to be senior Gabrielle Nadler. And up first on the uneven bars for Brockport is Julia Klusinek. Kat Keener with a great save there on her flight series. She did a front toss back handspring. switch leap, split jump, 3/4, difficult leap combination. And Gabrielle opened up her floor routine with a front layout, front Rudy. Julia finished up her bar routine well, coming back from that fall on her Tkachev. And Kat Keener starting off Westchester with a hit beam routine. More front tumbling there from Gabrielle, front layout, front full twist. You'll notice that two-pass floor routines are a lot more common in NCAA gymnastics than they used to be in the past. If you look back like 5 or 6 years, a lot of teams, because of rule changes, they figured out ways that they could get by with only doing 2 tumbling passes and substituting earning some bonus or fulfilling requirements with jumps, leaps, turns, simple front tucks, back layouts in their routines. And it's just been a huge movement that we're going towards in NCAA gymnastics. One thing that they did change to try to, I think, combat this was they got rid of their rule that said if you do a double back in your second tumbling pass, you get an extra 1/10 of bonus for performing it. Instead, they changed it and they said, if you do your double back in your final tumbling pass, you still get an extra 1/10 of bonus if it's in your third tumbling pass. If you do it in your second, it has to be in a combination pass. So again, this could be like a punch front tuck through to a round off double back, or a whip to a double back, something where it's in a combination, and that's how you get that extra 1/10 of bonus. On bars, this is Jean-Marie. She opened up with a Jaeger and closing out with a toe-on front tuck half. Tried to get that stick, couldn't quite hang on, had to take a step. But great routine from her for Brockport, putting them on track to wrap up their rotation after starting with a fall. On floor, this is Tessa Sutton. She is a junior for Cortland. That was a 1.5 punch front layout. Cortland starter Gabrielle earned a 9.625 for them on floor. And starting her beam routine now for Westchester is Emma Grace. She is another freshman from Florida, I believe. Personally, I love her expression and her choreography. I think that it really just pulls in the viewers on both beam and floor. Difficult series combination she opens up with there. She does a side aerial, swing through side aerial. Really hard to make that flow and just non-stop to get that combination. And another interesting jump there from her. She does a double stag with the release of your head, so you're taking your eyes off of the beam, and it is a blind landing. Starting her bar routine, this is Marin for Brockport. Blind change into a Jaeger. Beautiful stuck landing for Emma Grace. That was a fantastic beam routine, and she grittied away. Having fun in college gymnastics. The environment is so different than when you're in high school and in middle school and all of those things. So I love when gymnasts get to college and they can just really be themselves and actually have fun doing gymnastics again. Victoria Cave on floor. Again, she choreographed this routine herself. She opened up with a double pike. Second tumbling pass coming up here. Front layout, front full. So confident in all of her movements, all of her dance. She looks like she's having so much fun out there. Great routine for Cortland, following Tessa Sutton's 9.625. Emma Grace Kelly putting up a huge 9.8 for Westchester on balance beam. And starting her bar routine here, Aladiana drops into a Higgins grip and into a Jaeger. That takes a lot of shoulder flexibility. It is very difficult to do. And up on beam, this is Tatum McQuinn, another freshman for Westchester. Toe on front off dismount for Brockport to a nailed stuck landing. Beautiful bar routine. And Tatum with a nailed series front aerial back tuck. Again, that forward-backward combination, really hard to do seamlessly. On floor, this is Autumn opening up with a front layout Rudy combination. Having fun with her choreography. And another hit routine on balance beam for Westchester. Autumn putting in a round off back tuck there. Going out on a limb and gonna assume this is another front tumbling pass. Yep, front layout, front full twist. So that round off back tuck is, again, acting as a back requirement. It looks like judges are having a conference on uneven bars, but starting her routine on balance beam, senior Natalie Marshall. Natalie has been a steady member of the beam lineup ever since her freshman year. She's kind of bounced around a little bit as to where she competes, but recently this season she has been consistent in this fourth person slot, and that was a beautiful series. Back handspring layout, absolutely nailed it. Not a single bobble in sight. Right there, that was her quote-unquote ram spot. So every Westchester gymnast has a point in their balance beam routine where they make the ram symbol with their hands, and the entire team all at once says rams. And her dismount combination, quite unique. She does a switch leap into her gainer pike as opposed to just doing a gainer pike alone. On floor, this is Samantha Meadows. She has a dance background, which she uses to her advantage in her choreography. That was a Rudy punch layout. Instead of a layout step out, which you would normally see, she did a layout with 2 feet together. On bars, this is Emma. Blind change Jaeger. She did a pack salto and an immediate switch kip. And a great stuck dismount out of that blind full. Personally, I love seeing a switch kip out of a pack salto. It eliminates the need for an extra kip cast and a pirouette so that you can turn around. And anything that involves less of another kip cast is going to help your stamina going into the back half of your routine. Up next on beam, this is fifth-year senior Caroline Cascadin. She's going to start her routine here with a standing layout step out. Great. So amazing. Natalie Marshall's score came in. She got a 9.7. Samantha Meadows on floor, she earned a 9.725. So we're getting a lot of big scores right now. Caroline with a handspring layout, flight series. And on floor, this is Gianna. She has a lot of fun choreography in this routine to a Michael Jackson floor mix. So very high energy, very fun. On bars here for Brockport, their anchor, this is Charlotte. She did a single bar release Jaeger there. And a toe hand double back dismount. Great finish for Brockport. They were able to come back after that fall in the first slot, so great job to them. And Caroline wrapped up her dismount in her routine with a stuck landing, round off 1.5. That should be another great score for Westchester on this event. Gianna ending her routine there with a death drop straight to her back. Very entertaining, very fun routine. Caroline's score coming in another 9.8 for Westchester. This is fifth-year grad student Lily McFarland for Westchester on balance beam in the anchor position. Handspring layout there. I am sure that Lily is feeling this energy with everyone behind her on the team cheering her on. Hat leap side aerial combination. Starting the exhibition slots on floor for Cortland, this is Amy Hamilton. Lily there on balance beam did go out of the frame slightly on her dismount, but given their reaction, I'm going to assume that she stuck the landing. Gianna on floor for Cortland. Her score came in a 9.775. Great score to wrap up their routines that are going to count towards their team score tonight. Westchester didn't put up any exhibition routines on vault or bars. They've been struggling a little bit this season with injuries. So they are putting up exhibition girls on balance beam and floor exercise. This is the first Westchester exhibition of the night. This is sophomore Lydia Stoner, opening up with a front toss back handspring series there. And Lily's score in with a 9.825. Lydia do a front toss in a pike. Again, that is harder, worth more than a front toss in a tuck position. Front toss in a tuck position is valued a D skill. Front toss in a pike position is valued at an E skill. All skills are valued based on letters of the alphabet in the code of points. These correspond to how much bonus they can get. So performing a D element on its own will get you 1/10 the bonus. Performing an E element on its own will get you 2/10 a bonus. And then if you perform them in combination with other skills, that is how you can accumulate and build up even more bonus, which is what you need, because given you have all of your requirements, your routine would only start from a 9.4, so you need 6/10 of bonus to build up to that 10-0 start value on these events that are not vault. For Brockport on bars, this is Alexis Schulman. She is a freshman. You'll notice that the majority of people competing on Brockport's team today are freshmen and sophomores. So they have a fairly young team. But the fact that they're still putting up great scores is super impressive, even though these gymnasts don't have as much experience in NCAA yet. And the final exhibition gymnast for Cortland on floor right now, this is Riley Fishkin. Did a front handspring Rudy twist. And when I'm saying a Rudy, that is a front 1.5 twist. So the final exhibition here for Westchester on balance beam is Junior McCarthy Keene. She's starting here with a triple series. She's going to do a back handspring, layout, step out. And Brockport has one final exhibition gymnast as well. This is Marina. Marina is a 5th-year student. That was a beautiful shoot over straight to handstand. I love when you can just completely tell without a doubt that the shoot over goes straight to a handstand. And with that, we have wrapped up our 3rd rotation. So on uneven bars, Brockport, they came in with a 47.25. Westchester on balance beam, 48.850. That was a huge score. They definitely wanted that. Now they're feeling the energy going into floor. And Cortland wrapped up floor exercise with a 48.45. Also feeling that energy, really built it up. They are moving into vault. Very excited for this final rotation. It looks like Westchester has taken the lead. They have a 143.925. Brockport very close behind with a 143.6. And Cortland following up with a 140.85. We have some stacked lineups for our final rotation of the day. I am very excited to see how this all plays out.
Your 4-minute time begins now.
All right, this is the start of our 4-minute touch for this last rotation. Again, Cortland is on vault, Brockport is on balance beam, and Westchester, home team, wrapping it up on floor. Cortland was aiming to debut an all-twisting vault lineup for the first time. Given that warm-ups all went well, I'm not sure what we're going to be seeing today. I'm hoping that they're able to do it. This has been a personal goal of the head coach, so if all goes well, we might see that goal come to life. Westchester on floor, hoping to, again, bring that energy. They've really started to find their footing on balance beam there, got into a groove, and they're going to look to bring that into floor, competing floor at your home gym in front of your home crowd. Always so much fun. You can feel the energy even more. There are so many people supporting you. It is going to be a very fun rotation to watch. And Brockport is going to be wrapping it up on beam. This is a hard event to end on. Again, not one of those power events. You still require a lot of power, but you want to find your rhythm. You want to find your confidence, and you just don't want to rush too much. It really is open up for anyone right now in this last rotation. It is going to be down to the very last routine. See in the background of the vault camera, there are banners hanging up on the wall. This is something that the teams do themselves. They make these banners, they hang them up at meets. It's a great way to, when they're making the banners, have a little bit of team building. Everyone contributes to it, and then you just bring it to your meet, and it's a sense of pride, something that represents normally what your goals are that season, what you're looking forward to, what you want to remember. So lots of fun stuff. All right, we're going to be wrapping up our 4-minute warm-up touch in a few seconds here, and then they are going to begin competition for this final rotation.
Thanks.
Floor here for Westchester is going to be sophomore Lydia Stoner. Up on vault for Cortland is Ava Mironov, and up for Brockport on balance beam is Emma Brookins. Kids starting off with a triple series on balance beam, back handspring layout. We've seen a couple of those tonight. Very difficult. Lydia Stoner starting her floor routine now for Westchester. Opening up with a front handspring Rudy, first tumbling pass. One and a half punch front layout for Lydia. Great start for Westchester on floor. Great start for everyone overall. Their first gymnasts got up, did what they needed to do. Up next on beam for Brockport, this is Alexis Schulman, another freshman. And on vault, this is Anna Lee. Did a Yurchenko tuck full. Back handspring layout flight series on balance beam. Getting some scores in here. Lydia Stoner with a 9.675 on floor to start off for the Golden Rams. Emma Brookins on balance beam put up a 9.55 for Brockport. Floor here, this is Natalie Marshall. It is her first time competing floor exercise. She exhibitioned for the first time last week. Opening up with a double pike there. Due to injury, Natalie was training floor on and off her last 3 years at Westchester. But this year, she is feeling good. She is able to contribute to the team. I am very excited for her to break into this lineup for the first time. On vault there for Cortland, that was Autumn Adkins. She did a souk tuck full, again, twisting from a souk entry, very difficult. And Natalie Marshall finishing off her first floor routine in lineup in her NCAA career as a senior. So very impressive. Balance beam for Brockport, this is Lakin. Handspring layout step out there. A little bobbles on that jump combination. Like I was talking about before, you don't want to hold back on those skills that you might qualify or think are the easy skills on balance beam. That's when you make those little mistakes. It gives room for bobbles, little errors, and so you still want to go all out on those jump sleeps and turns. Up on floor, this is freshman Kat Keener. Opened up with a front handspring double front twist. And up on vault, this is Gianna. Yurchenko layout half. Again, blind landing, very hard to land. She laughed a little there. She turned around to salute to another judge that was not standing on that side of the mat. And like on balance beam, how every Westchester gymnast has a Rams in their routine on floor somewhere, they have some type of Westchester chant. This might be Go Rams, Let's Go Rams, Who's Up, Rams Up. A lot of different variations are possible. Finishing up her routine with a front handspring Rudy. Another great routine for Westchester on floor. For Brockport on balance beam, this is Amelia York. She is a freshman. Switch leap, split jump half. Amelia's looking very confident up on the balance beam. She's taking her time with her skills, also being super aggressive on her dance. And finished it out with a punch front fold dismount. On vault, this is Taya Graham. That was a big Yurchenko tuck full. Lots of power. She got a lot of distance and height off of that vault table. That's just what we want to see. Scores in for floor, Natalie Marshall with a 9.65 and Kat Keener with a 9.725. Up next for floor is fifth year senior Caroline Cascadin. On balance beam for Brockport, Kiara Hockman. She put up huge scores for both floor and vault for the Golden Eagles. So looking to see what she can do here on the balance beam. Caroline opened up with a round-off double pike. And up on vault anchoring is Samantha Meadows. Yurchenko half on front tuck. Really hard vault to perform A little low on the landing, but she stayed on her feet. That is the important thing. Cortland wasn't quite able to get all 6 twisting vaults, but they did have 5 out of the 6 B twisting vaults. That is still extremely impressive, and I'm sure that they're going to be able to accomplish their goal of putting up 6 twisting vaults in a lineup before this season is over. Caroline Cascadin about to do her last tumbling pass here. It's going to be a 1.5 punch front. And she wrapped up that floor routine very well. Caroline's floor routine this year, she combined her routines, the 2 routines that she had during the course of her college career. So the first half of the routine was from her sophomore year and her junior year, and the second half of her routine was from her senior year. So combining those, a little bit of just reflecting back on how far she's come during her career at Westchester. Anchoring beam for Brockport, this is Leanna Kay. She's following Kiara Hockman's 9.7 score. Triple series, again with a handspring layout step out. We're seeing a lot of those tonight. It brings in big bonus. Caroline's score, she got a 9.8. So she was able to bring in back-to-back 9.8s, one on balance beam and one on floor. Leanna Kay tried to hold on to that stick, did a little bit of a step and turn. They're probably going to deduct that. As part of their stricter judging, the gymnasts are required to hold their salute before turning to the judges for 1 second. So because she did not do that, that will probably get a bit of a deduction, but a great routine nonetheless. This is Lily McFarland on floor. Here's a punch front through to a double back. Really difficult, requires great timing going into and out of the front tuck. And Cortland on vault, that prior was Nina English, and she did, I believe it was a souk entry into a tuck half. So another twisting vault in the exhibition spot, but another twisting vault still very difficult. First exhibition spot on balance beam for Brockport. This is Maya Pecoraro. Lily doing her last tumbling pass here, a double pike. Great landing, great way to wrap it up for her routine on floor. Back handspring tuck series on beam, a little off to the side, couldn't hold on. But again, this is an exhibition routine, so it will not count towards the team's score for the night. Cortland on vault has one more exhibition spot. This is Rory Allen. Yurchenko tuck full. Put her hands down a little bit, but a great effort getting out there in that exhibition spot. And Lily McFarland's score is in 9.875. Lily had a fantastic day. What an amazing way to wrap up her night. And now on floor for Westchester, final routine, counting towards their team score. This is freshman Emma Grace Kelly. Like we were talking about on balance beam, she has great expression, really draws the crowd in with her choreography and her energy. Opens up there with a front layout Rudy twist combination pass. Having fun here with her choreography. Round off back tuck split jump. That is her back requirement for floor. And final Brockport gymnast for them for the day, exhibitioning on balance beam, is Callie. And Emma Grace with a front layout, front full twist on floor, wrapping up her routine. Just a jump combination left. There it was. What a great finish for Westchester for their routines that are counting towards their scores. Gainer, front layout, full twist, dismount there. Off of the side. Again, that is because of a rule change. Prior to this season, you would have typically seen that off the end of the beam, but because of the rule change, now they are required to do it off of the side. And Emma Grace Kelly, her score came in at a 9.825. We have one final exhibition routine for Westchester on floor. This is Corinne Gruber. Like she changed her first tumbling pass. She used to do a front double twist. She changed it. Now she did a Rudy to a split jump. Second tumbling pass here. Round off 1.5 punch front pike. One final pass left. A round off 1.5 punch front tuck. So testing out this new routine composition here for Corinne. Looks like it went pretty well. Well, that concludes all of the gymnastics for today. That last rotation, we saw Cortland on vault. They earned a 47.15. Brockport on balance beam with a 48.1. and Westchester on floor exercise with a 48.825. Lots of high scores there. Including the exhibition, they had 4 scores above a 9.8. Here are the final leaderboards. In first place for vault, we had Kiara Hockman from Brockport. In second place, Marin Aramo from Brockport. And in third place, Riley Harada from Westchester. For the uneven bars in first place, we had Jordan Coleman from Westchester, Catherine McSweeney from Cortland, and Melina Ringus from Westchester. And the balance beam leaderboard, in first place we had Lily McFarland from Westchester, and tied for second were Emma Grace Kelly and Caroline Cascadin, both from Westchester. And on the floor exercise, in first place, again, Lily McFarland from Westchester, tied for second, Emma Grace Kelly from Westchester, with Corinne Gruber, who was an exhibition routine, but still got that score up there, and fourth place tie. And in the all-around, we had one gymnast compete all 4 events. This was Emma Brookins from Brockport, and she got a 38.275. And final scores, Westchester came out on top with a 192.75, Brockport in second with a 191.7, and Cortland in third with a 188 even. Thank you so much for tuning in today and supporting WCU Gymnastics. Be sure to follow them on Instagram and Facebook so you don't miss out on any information regarding the rest of the season. The Golden Rams are excited to compete at home once again next week on Friday, February 8th at 1 p.m. for their pink meet. They will be competing against Ursinus College in a dual meet and hope to see you there. One final thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and as always, Rams up.